Good evening everyone, myself Piyush Kumar, right? Okay, so in this particular session we are just going to discuss about the new program that we are coming with, that is called as History Optional Test Series 2020-21, right? So to 2022, by 2021, what exactly I mean, that this particular test series is targeting both the people, those who are going to appear in UPSC examination in 2020, right, and even in 21. So that is, this program is as such that has been designed in such a way that that is going to fulfill the aspirations of all the people, those who are fulfilling all these criteria, right? Now, when it comes to program features, but before I come to program feature, let me discuss few of the things which are very important. Now, as you all know that the UPSC pre-examination has been postponed. Initially, it was planned in the month of May, and now it has been postponed to the 4th of October, and that is why the situation is a bit dicey. Dicey in a sense. Now what the students, those who are willing to write the examination, the pre-one, in the month of May in 2020, what they are supposed to do, because the one impact of this COVID-19 is that now they are going to get lesser time between the pre and the mains examination, and that's the reason because of what it's bit dicey that what they are supposed to do right now, because as you all know that like some of them are thinking of going for the pre-preparation, or they want to continue the pre-preparation, whether some of the people are willing to come for the mains preparation, and then after 1 month, 1.5 months, they are willing to go back for the pre-preparation, and that is where the situation is a bit dicey, right? But what I personally feel that this is the time when you should not stop completely the pre-preparation, but at the same time you should give, or you should dedicate some time for the mains as well, right? So I think you should you should prepare for the mains examination in such a way that your burden should be less in the period between the pre and the mains examination, and that is why this is the period to develop your concepts, to build your concepts, right? And at the same time, to some extent, writing practices, not in a fuller length, right? Rather than in limited way, you should go for the writing practices, and this is how you need to prepare. So keeping in mind all these restrictions or the constraints, I have designed the program in such a way that is going to help the students, because as you do understand that optional plays very important role in selection, as you are getting some spare time in this particular period, and that is why, if not completely, even though at least half of the optional syllabus should be revised once, and keeping in mind that one, right, that particular thing, I have designed this program, right? So let us first talk about what are the features, how we are going to conduct it, right? So let me clear one thing in the beginning only, that this particular program is not only test series, right? Though I have been calling it the History Optional Test Series, but as I told you that it is not a test series, right? I think it's more beyond than a test series, right? Now what is that? Basically there are total 10 tests, right? And that includes 8 sectional tests, 2 for ancient, 2 for modern, right? So what I have done, there is one program that has been designed, it's part of this program only. So one section is before pre, one section is after pre, right? So before pre, what I have done, as I told you that at least half of the syllabus should be covered in a beautiful manner, that they are under less pressure between the pre and the mains examination, and that is why I have taken the ancient India and modern India, paper 1 part A, paper 2 part A, because if you have prepared at least these two sections in a good manner, in that case it means that you have covered 60% of the syllabus. If you are choosing 3 questions from here, 3 questions from here, in that case it is somehow, or roughly it comprises of 60% of the syllabus, and that is why I have taken 2 different sections from both the papers, right? Now, in what way we are going to conduct it, that's also slightly unique this time. So before ancient India, like it has been divided, the syllabus of ancient India has been divided into 2 parts, The first is half of the ancient, the second, the rest half of the ancient period. Before the first half, like before the first half of ancient, there are 6 classes going to take place, and the next one after before the second test, 6 classes are going to take place, right? Now what is the concept of these classes? That's also very important. So the classes are designed in such a manner that it is going to be useful for all those people, those who think that they have studied history once, like they have prepared with the help of any teacher, or they have prepared it by their own. But even though this is the time, as I told you, that to build the concepts, right? And that is why the classes has been designed in such a way that it's going to discuss, it's going to develop the, or it's going to build the concepts for the ancient India or for all the sections, right? So the concept building is the most important part which has been included by me, and that is why if you'll see the schedule, you'll find that in schedule every class has been given what topic is going to be covered in that class. So ancient has been divided into 2 parts, and that is going to be covered in 12 classes, right? And this is how the first classes are going to take place, and then on the same syllabus what we have covered in the classes, the test is going to be conducted, right? The questions are going to come from the sections that you have covered. So this is how we are going to conduct the ancient. The same pattern we are going to follow for the modern examination, modern part also. So there are 9 classes for modern, right? And there are 2 tests. So before pre we are covering all these sections, right? And after the pre, like after pre, what is going to happen? Again we are begin to we are going to begin with the same program. Now the remaining part, medieval and the world, and the concept is all same whatever I have discussed here. 2 sectional tests for medieval, 2 for world, 7 classes for medieval and 9 classes for world. The number of classes are subjective. If you are not able to finish the syllabus within limited time, in that case definitely the number of classes may fluctuate. That's not very important, but definitely it's going to finish before the test, and normally the classes are on alternative days that we are getting spare time to prepare for this section, right? So this is how it has been designed. So this section after pre, and at the end there are 2 mock tests for paper 1 and paper 2. Now if we'll talk about the features, some of them I have already discussed, right? But some features that I haven't discussed, that's this is also what I'm supposed to discuss here. Now as I told you that these are concept building classes, right? Apart from that, immediately one more thing, that through the classes we are going to revise the whole syllabus once. That's the main concept, right? So concept building, revision of the classes. Now 5 separate classes are there for the map section, but that is going to take place after the pre-examination. Got my point? Apart from this, one important area which is problematic for the aspirants, that is about the recent trends and the approaches. So these are also going to be covered in the in the classes, right? Then we are coming to this test will be followed by a detailed discussion, right? So the test discussion is also very important. In the test discussion, instead of having only, or instead of knowing only the answers of the questions being asked in the test, we are going to include, or we are going to have a detailed discussion where we can go for to any label, right? So we can, it's a kind of value addition, right? So apart from the classes, so discussions are also going to work in the same manner, right? If something is required, the next one, if something is required, like if I find okay, the proper or the appropriate material is not there with you for this section, in that case I'll get you some material also, but it is only if it is required, right? So if I'll feel okay, if I'm providing this material that is going to help you, in that case I'll provide some extra material also, right? And some regular map practices, right? So every test which is there on ancient and medieval, that is going to include the map question, one map question, which must be compulsory one, right? So this is how we are going to proceed in this particular program, and as it is quite clear that through this program we are definitely going to somehow revise the syllabus. We can understand the concepts of the syllabus, right? Now after this, the another part which is very, very important here, as everything is conducted through online, and just because of that, that one-to-one discussion which plays very important role after the test. So I'm always open to that discussion, and in fact various means of communications can be applied by us for the one-to-one communication, right? And it may be done over the phone, it may be done over the WhatsApp also, it may be done with the other channels also, such as any other channel. So this is how we are going to talk individually with the aspirants, and that is how we are going to conduct this paper, right? So the detail of this particular program, which is going to start from 24th of June, 24th June of this month. So if you can, you are interested, in that case you can download the important, download the the program from the website. Thank you very much.